что вы можете общаться с Камилой Андриани, с университетом города Падова на как раз ее виртуальном стенде, на выставке, чтобы вот решать каждый индивидуальный вопросы. Также прозвучал вопрос, извиняюсь, если беру только 1 минуту, по поводу Миланского политехнического университета, который не участвует на этой выставке и не участвует ни на какой выставке в этом году в Российской Федерации в связи с политической ситуацией. Политехнико решил не участвовать и даже прервал все программы обмена. Тем не менее, продолжает принимать студентов из России. Мы являемся по-прежнему официальными представителями, так что вы можете связаться через раздел поступления с консультантами Студия Италия и зачисляться через нас в Миланский политех. Но мы продолжаем нашу выставку, переходим к новой Академии изящных искусств Naba из города Милан, но не только, потому что это Милан и Рим. И мы говорим о творческих профессиях и программах вместе с нашим другом, представителем вуза Giuseppe Belle. Ciao Giuseppe, buongiorno.
Buongiorno, ciao Bernardo.
Un po' in ritardo, ma poi ti lascio recuperare.
Perfetto.
Senza problemi. Possiamo cominciare.
Thank you so much, first of all, for joining this presentation. My name is Giuseppe. As Bernardo said, I'm representing Naba, an international academy of fashion, art, and design in Italy. We are located in the two most important and biggest cities in Italy, so Milan and Rome. Before starting the presentation, I would like to show you this video about Naba, so you can already feel how does it feel like to study in an international academy like ours. So let's start from here. So yeah, where are we? As I already said, we are in Milan and Rome, two global capitals of art, fashion, and design. The cities are very connected to all these fields. Milan, for example, is a city of design, so many events in town in terms of product and interior design. The biggest one, the most important one, is the International Design Week. So Salone del Mobile and then Fuori Salone, where we always have at least one booth for our students for them to showcase the project they have made during the studies here in Naba. So a very important opportunity for our students also to be noticed. Milan is definitely a city of fashion. Probably it's one of the most known feature of Milan. It's one of the global fashion capital. As the most important event that our students will join while studying Naba, of course, there is the Milano Fashion Week, which is probably the event in terms of fashion in Milan, but also events like Milano Moda Graduate, which is organized by Camera Nazionale della Moda Italiana, dedicated to Italian fashion school excellence. Rome is also very connected to fashion as well, maybe in terms of historical brands like Fendi of Bulgari, but also the type of fashion in Rome is quite different from the one in Milan. One is more prêt-à-porter, so a fast fashion, a daily fashion. Instead, Rome is more an haute couture fashion, so high fashion. For this reason, Rome, we also opened a costume design program, fashion and costume design in Rome, because of this feature of Rome, but also students who study fashion design in Rome will have the possibility to join the Rome Fashion Week, the Roma Fashion Week, in collaboration with Alta Roma, also one of the main events dedicated to emerging made Italian fashion, made in Italy fashion. One of the most important events, actually probably the most important one for our students, is the Naba fashion show, which is organized by us. It's a fashion show where all our fashion design students can show the collection that they have made during the 3 years bachelor, also the 2 years master. And we will invite very important representative of the fashion industry. So it's definitely very important. It's their first approach also to a fashion show. So this is probably the event while studying in Naba. In terms of arts, Italy is always a very inspirational country, very connected to art. Rome and Milan are no exceptions. Of course, Milan is very connected to Leonardo da Vinci, for example, Rome for its history, but also for the Renaissance. It's also very connected to art as well. A lot of museums, galleries, national and private art galleries. So definitely a lot of opportunities also in terms of arts in both cities. Talking about film, filmmaking, animation, Rome, probably the contribution of Rome for the film history is maybe a little bit more important, I would say, compared to Milan, even though Milan is also a hub for our film studios, but in Rome it's considered the capital of Italian cinema, and for this reason, also in Rome there is Cinecittà, which are the Italian studios. Our film and animation students also will join several competitions, several events for being noticed, for showing what they have done while studying in Naba. For example, one of these is the Venice International Film Contest. Let's get straight to the point about us. We are the first private and the largest academy in Italy. We have more than 5,000 students. The 35% of those are international students coming from more than 90 countries. We have quite a long history. More than 40 years history since we were founded in 1980 and already got recognition in 1981 from the Italian Ministry of Education. All our programs are both in Italian or in English, so students can decide in which track they would like to study. If they choose to study in English, the program will be 100% in English, so no Italian skills are required. Vice versa, if they decide to study in Italian, of course, there's no need of speaking English as well. We are also QS ranked. We were awarded by the QS, which is the World University, the best university all over the world. And we are in the top 100 best university by subject art and design. We are also the only Italian Fine Arts Academy in the list. So we can actually proudly say that we are not the largest, but also the best according to the QS ranking. What makes us who we are is definitely our unique teaching methodology, which is called learning by doing. In Naba, the learning by doing approach means having a super practical approach, having project-based exams, having workshop with companies while studying with us, all orchestrated, both the workshops and also the internship during the last year by our Industry Relation Career Service Office. So they will organize workshops. They will also organize the internship where the students will have the possibility to choose in which company, institution they would like to take their 2-3 months internship experience. The workshop, I will show you also some examples in a moment of some workshop that we had recently, but it's also a very important part of our path in Naba. Another feature of ours is that our faculty is not composed by only teachers, only professors, but they are also professionals, which is actually a very important matter in terms of quality of education, since the student won't receive the same classes repeated all over the years with only an academic approach, but they will actually bring new ideas, contemporary ideas from the job market. Sometimes they can also start having a job collaboration with studies, just because these professors need some help for the projects they are following. So this is a workshop that we had with Bulgari, and it reflects actually another feature of Naba, which is the multidisciplinary approach. We want our students to collaborate together, especially in creativity. It's important for them to be connected. And this workshop was done for our fashion design and graphic design students, where they had to conceive a new identity for Bulgari, and that was shown in the metaverse. So let's have a look to this video.
This design marathon is about metaverse. The best selection of Naba students will face this challenge that Bulgari gave us.
It's a full immersive experience where the staff of Bulgari and the Naba students will merge and work together. The main challenge, sharing the view and moving straight on to the metaverse.
Bulgari asked us to conceive a new landscape in which the brand could settle in the next future. For this reason, the young creativity of the student could be essential and a key element.
Naba has been a choice because of the focus on beauty. What type of enhanced experience can we give to our customers? And the best way to look at that is to work with people who are every day studying and looking at beauty and art.
This is also another workshop that we had, a very successful one with Porsche this time. Our film and animation student had to conceive a new commercial for the entry of a new electric car in the market. And this is the final project, the one that were selected by Porsche, that I'm also showing to you. So you can already understand the level that our students will reach while studying in Naba. As you probably already guessed, one of the best part of being a Naba student is to see your projects become reality, since through this workshop, the companies can use can select the best projects and use them for their purpose. Another example of these is, for example, this workshop that we had with San Benedetto, which in Italy is a huge brand for water drinks in general. Our graphic design students design the cans of these iced tea, and these cans were sold in all the grocery stores in the country. So another very rewarding project for the students who have designed this can. These are just few of the names that of the companies that we have a partnership with. It's impossible to give a full list since we collaborate with 900 companies and we open 600 new internships every year. It's important to get in contact with industry and career service as soon as you start your path in Naba, not only for the internship or the workshop thing, but also because they organize very important events like Talent Harbor, Recruiting Day. So all events for you guys to get in contact with the industry while studying. Let's see some few pictures. This is the Milan campus. One of our design laboratories. Inside these laboratories, you will find 3D printers, CNC machines, laser cut machines, and also 3D printers for making prototypes with clay. One of our fashion laboratories with industrial sewing machines, and also a very used and also very important machine, which is called Shimaseiki, which is a sort of 3D printers for knitting, for example. Tech lab for media design, film and animation media design students. The green screen, of course. The virtual studio is one of our latest laboratory-like spaces, one of the newest spaces that we have in Naba. We are actually very proud of it since our creative technology students, so students who are into game design or VFX, can recreate the same effects done in very important productions like Mandalorian of Disney or Avatar, for example. And we are the only, the first and the only Italian institution, like education institution, having this sort of technologies inside the campus in Europe. This is, for example, our students using the virtual production, the virtual studio. Let's give a quick overview on our academic offer. For undergraduate courses, so we offer 3 years Bachelor of Arts, 180 credits in total in the areas that you are seeing right now. So graphic design, art direction, the newest comics and visual storytelling, focusing on comics, all type of comics, mangas, European comics, American comics, and also kid comics, and how like to transform in animation, also these comics. Design, fashion design, painting and visual arts, film and animation, creative technologies, set design. The names that you see below each major represent the specialization the student can decide at the second year. And according to this decision, the study plan will change. So the first year, it's always a sort of foundation where students study all the specialization. In this way, they will have the tool to understand what they would like to do and then decide at the second year. So let's take design, for example. Students will study both interior and product design during the first year. Then they will decide if continue focusing only in interior and product design during the second and the third year. We also offer foundation year, which could be also very important for Russian students. Since for studying in Europe, you need to have 12 years of schooling. If you have, so you can make up the lack of this missing year by taking a foundation course also here in Naba. Master of Arts, so postgraduate programs as well, in the same areas. User experience design, visual design for the communication and graphic design area, interior design, product and service design, and social design for the design area. Fashion area, fashion design, textile, which is mainly focused in the manipulation of fabrics, fashion and costume design, which is available only in Rome. For the media design area, creative media production, digital and live performance, visual arts and curatorial study instead for the visual arts area. We also offer academic masters, so 1 year program. The first one, the Master of Arts, instead are 2 years in very specific fields, such as creative advertising, sustainable innovation communication, new urban design, Italian design, fashion, digital marketing, screenwriting for series, art and ecology, contemporary art market, photography and visual design. In Naba, it's also possible to have a semester abroad program, so where you can study here with us just for 1 semester and see the credits earned here validated also in your home institution. Or it's also even possible to take a summer course, which is a sort of summer camp, but for art and design. It's a 2 weeks experience between July and August, and it's possible to also combine more than 1 session, so having 2 weeks, 4 weeks, or 6 weeks experience in both Milan and Rome campus. We support our students with bureaucratic matters such as visas or fiscal code or permit of stay. We support also our students in finding accommodation close to the campus through our Milan housing, so an housing office. They can share the apartment with other Naba students or can just decide to live alone in a single studio. We will organize also the accommodation for them. And another very actually important office is the student life, because their goal is to make you guys fit in the campus. We know how hard it can be to move into another country, into another cities. So what they do is organizing recreational cultural activities like going to the museum together, take a trip together, or sport activities like football or basketball. If you would like to become one of our students, these are the documents that you need to submit: application form, portfolio of your projects, or project assignment. If you are applying for an undergraduate program, we can be considered a substitution of the portfolio. So basically, the project assignment is a series of projects that we ask you to do. Motivation letter, CV only for master application. If you are applying in the English track, we will ask for an English certificate. If you're applying to the Italian track, we will ask you to submit an Italian certificate. These documents can be submitted just before the class starts, so it's not mandatory at the very beginning. High school diploma or university diploma and transcripts translated in Italian or in English, if these documents are in Russian, for example. These are the tuition fees for both October and February intake. Bachelor of Arts program, €20,600. Master of Arts, €20,600 per year. 1 year academic master, instead, if you have a European passport, €17,800. For non-European passport, €22,000. Foundation course is €14,000. Now, this is the best moment for submitting an application. 10% discount if you enroll by January 16, for 10% discount for the first year. Let's close this presentation by listening to a testimonial of one of our students.
So my name is Oliver. I'm originally Swedish, born in London, and I was raised in Switzerland. Before coming to Naba, my dream was to become a professional skier. I really liked the sense of personal expression through choosing your own way down the mountain. And I was unable to pursue this due to injury, but then I found another way to express myself in school, which was through art. And I loved to study about it and to express myself through various mediums. And then I found Naba, and I came to visit, and I just loved the people here, I loved the ambience, and I decided to enroll. Now I'm here, and these days I'm working in the labs. I'm using the amazing resources that can be found here at campus, and I'm preparing my final collection, which is going quite good, so I'm happy. So I chose Naba because I thought that the campus was beautiful, and I found that it's very rare to find a campus where you have so much greenery, and we're working here inside an old factory, and I thought that this was crazy to see. And I was really interested in the courses that they had to provide because I knew nothing about fashion before I came here, and I thought that this would be a great place to come and learn about it, something which I could use for my future working in the field as a professional. And in my future, I would love to work at a big brand and see how they function. And of course, as most aspiring designers, I would love to have my own brand one day.
Great, so thank you for your attention. If there are any questions, maybe we can answer to that.
Thank you very much, Giuseppe, for the interesting presentation. And there are questions, I have to say. One is from Vasilisa Seriogina. Could you please tell if it's possible to open a bank account and to get a bank card in Italy for a Russian student who does not receive a scholarship?
Maybe for this matter, we can double check. I don't think there should be many problem with that, but maybe you can drop us an email so we can just double check and let you know if maybe
yes, okay.
It's possible.
Very good. And Yelena is asking if Naba helps with bureaucratic process to the students, like permit of stay.
We do once you we start with the visa. If there are any visa problem, we will also support you in communicating with consulates or embassies, and also when you arrive here, we will help you in applying, issuing your permit of stay. So yeah, you will have a 100% support by us for all these matters.
Also, Maria Krasnova is asking if she can use an exchange program to transfer to your university from her.
Well, it's possible to transfer also in Naba. In that case, you need to submit the documents that I already showed, plus the transcript of your university and the description of the exam that you have taken, like the content of the exam that you have taken in your home university. We can evaluate your path and see if you can be admitted to the second or maybe the third year in Naba as well, or maybe just validate some of your exams. So definitely yes.
Yes. And Alek Gorokhov is asking, is saying hello, and he wants to ask about Diritto allo Studio, DSU scholarship. Does Naba support DSU, and can DSU cover all tuition costs in Naba?
Yes, we have a dedicated email address, which is dsu@naba.it. So you can also, if you would like to receive very detailed information, you can also contact this office of ours. But I need to tell you that the DSU, it's a scholarship that will grant you the full refund of your tuition fee, but only in November. So that means that all the students must to pay in advance their tuition fee, and then if they are awarded with the DSU scholarship, they can the Italian government will refund them the tuition fee. So it's yes, but you need to still pay in advance the tuition fee, and if you want, you can contact our office.
And also, Aliak is asking about user experience design, if you know which companies students intern at.
There are so many companies that we have a partnership with. I can give you some very detailed information if you want by scheduling a Zoom call with the course leader, for example. So if you want, you can get in contact with Studies and Career, and we can organize a Zoom call and give you several examples and also some stories of our user experience design students.
Okay, great. I guess it's all for now. I think all students can join you at your booth, at your virtual booth, in order to speak about a little bit more about this kind of issues or any other. Спасибо огромное, Giuseppe. Thank you very much, Giuseppe.
Bye, thank you.
Спасибо огромное, Джузеппе Белла из Новой Академии изящных искусств, Милан и Рим. Как я говорил сейчас вот на